Hi, I'm John Milewski of Dialogue. We're here at the Wilson Center where I'm speaking with Kent Hughes and Amy Wilkinson about the Jobless Recovery. And Kent, how bad is the situation, unemployment in the U.S.?
It is bad. We had a little bit of good news in the most recent report, slipped back to 10%. But if you look at the number of discouraged workers, the number of people who are working part-time because they can't find full-time jobs, the number of people on furlough, losing hours, it's a very serious picture.
Amy, when can we expect jobs to start coming back?
That's a tough question. Obviously, the sooner the better. The predictions a year out look just a little bit better, not a lot better, moving from 10% to maybe 9.5% unemployment.
Is that consistent with past recessions? Is that about how quickly you can expect a turnaround?
You know, this is a difficult thing. It's hard to compare to past recessions. I'm not exactly sure what the expectation would be looking to history.
Well, the history is, as often the case, contradictory. That earlier recessions, you had a fairly close tracking with GDP growth or GDP decline. This has been more serious.
Yeah.
And a lot of people who do forecasting expect, as Amy said, the recovery in terms of employment to be slower than some past recessions. The last two recessions also had a slow recovery in employment. And I think that suggests that there's a heavy structural as well as just cyclical elements. Cyclical being where you get laid off and you come back to the same job. We've lost some jobs in finance and probably in manufacturing that are not coming back.
This reminds me, which president said, "Give me a one-armed economist so he can't say," but
right,
on the other hand?
on the one hand, on the other hand.
It was Harry Truman, actually,
Sure,
and
that's right.
as an economist, I've been reminded of that a number of times.
Last question, best way to create new jobs?
Definitely, I believe we're in the innovation economy. So if you look at companies that have created new jobs, there's a new Census Bureau study that says that since 1980, all net new jobs are created by companies under 5 years old. So this is, how do we create the next Google? How do we create the next eBay? I think it's access to capital. It's potentially a visa for startup immigrants, people that want to come to the U.S. and start a company. We should be supporting that. It's also just basic sort of support for folks who want to start and grow new ideas. Instead of preserving old jobs, it's looking to the new.
Kent, final quick thought.
Well, I agree with that, but I'd be even more aggressive right now. I'd quintuple AmeriCorps. I'd go back to the teachers' corps and have a teacher assistance corps. I'd push weatherization of houses, put construction workers to work. I'd have long-term plans for infrastructure. Start to spend now, but you've laid the basis for a lot of people saying there's economic activity coming and we're going to start investing today.
If you'd like more with Kent and Amy on this very important subject matter, please visit us on the web at www.wilsoncenter.org. You'll see a tab for dialogue. Click there and you can find a 30-minute interview. Hope you'll join us.